What, Fritzy?
We have Coach Calipari back from yesterday to try to set the record straight a little bit for those of us who seem to think there was some kind of issue or anger.
Okay, before we get to Coach Calipari, Paulie, would you read the headline? Just a couple of the headlines when Coach was on yesterday, and we had people who got a hold of Paulie saying, "What the hell just happened with Dan and Coach?" So, give me a couple of headlines.
Things get heated between Dan Patrick and John Calipari. Things get ugly in interview between Calipari and Patrick. Calipari goes ballistic on Dan Patrick. Calipari has breakdown.
Breakdown?
Yes. And then Patrick jabs Calipari, mean-spirited Dan Patrick.
Wow. Coach, did you realize what happened yesterday?
Well, I did have a breakdown. I'm in the hospital right now trying to get over it. I mean, what is this country coming to when you spar a little bit? I mean, I guess it's the flow over from politics that you can't disagree unless you hate each other. I don't know. I had friends of mine that have known me for 50 years call me and say, "What in the world, Dan Patrick?" I said, "What? We had fun. I had a ball. Did I offend you? I hope I did. But did I offend you?"
Only that I sucked at basketball. That was the only thing that hurt.
No, it's true. How can that offend you?
I wasn't great. Let's set the record straight. I wasn't great, but you would have recruited me to UMass had you had the opportunity.
I thought you were going to say Kentucky, and I would have.
No. No, because I couldn't have taken the money at Kentucky to go there, so I wouldn't have gone there. My dad wouldn't let me take the money. That's why I couldn't go to Kentucky.
You were a pig. You could have never played here. You know what you were.
Oh, I know. I know.
But that was, listen, I don't do radio shows unless I'm comfortable because I'm not going to do a yes or no, or I wouldn't do the show.
Yeah.
And if I want to go have fun, I wake up and there's requests, and it was you. I said, "Yeah, I'll do Dan. Let me go on and I'll bust him for a while. We'll have some fun, and I'll go about my business." But people went nuts. Were you mean to me? I didn't realize you were. You said some stupid stuff, which you always do. You're wrong most of the time.
No. I said that I said I got to go, and then you wanted to stay on. I go, no, I got to talk to somebody who's won a national championship recently, and I had Nick Saban on.
Yeah, you had to throw recently, didn't you?
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
Recently.
Well, he's won a few of them.
Yeah.
And you've won.
Yeah,
you've won.
Hey, let me just say, it's the upset. Are we going to start again? I just called in.
I was clear.
I'm trying to be nice. You can't even be nice. That's the thing about you.
Are your players allowed to argue back with you?
Yeah, they never win, but yeah, they can. They absolutely can.
Okay, what could they argue with you about that you would even entertain it?
Well, I'll sit and listen. I said, "Now, are you done? You feel good? All right, now this is what we're doing." So I don't even want to hear it. Bang, go about business. And they trust me because I'm about them, so they do it. It's kind of worked out all right, I guess, for them and us. And I've been wrong before, Dan. I think it was 1978, 77, 78, I think it was.
Wait, when were you with the Nets?
I got fired in... When did I get fired?
I got
fired. No, I got fired. I loved it. Great firing. I became the highest-paid amateur golfer in the world for about 2 years.
Aside from New Orleans, the last team that contacted you about coaching.
What are we doing? Why are you doing this?
Oh, I was just curious about that. You brought up that you got fired with the Nets.
Then trying to create a headline, and I'm helping you, which is like I'm like a stupid. What? Listen, I've got the greatest job.
Can we create a rumor here? Let's just create.
Let me say this.
Let's create.
Can
one.
I do my recruiting spiel before you try to cut in on me? Don't you get tired when I call you and I give you the whole? Do you know we graduated 14
I
guys
know. You give me the net worth. Wait, Coach, let me do it for you.
Go ahead.
The net worth of all the players that I've sent to the NBA is estimated to be $1 billion.
$1.3 billion, but go
ahead. Okay.
Not net worth. Their salary.
Wait, I'm doing the spiel.
You're wrong. I can't let you say stuff that's not true.
Their salaries. Okay. I got 10 guys on the team, and all 10 are going to get drafted. They're going to play in the NBA, so of course I got to play.
They will. That's a true statement. Go ahead.
Your team
Just talk
manager
about
is going to get
academics.
drafted.
Talk about the college experience. Talk about teaching life after basketball. You got to get the 3.0 and the.
I know.
We just finished in the top 10 academically in the APR, and it's not one thing. It's we're tough. Our kids don't flame out in the NBA.
Okay, answer this before I get back to my show. If Minnesota passes on Towns, finish that sentence.
Well, they'd be getting a really good player, but they'd be passing on somebody that I think could be special. Can I ask you guys something? Why on this show would you be talking about music? What are you, nuts? Are you talking about music on this show?
Yeah, it's a Friday. I'm just, I'm mixing it up a little bit. I'm not one-dimensional here.
My gosh. All right. Tried to help you.
What last concert you went to?
Billy Joel. How about that? And that was about 15 years ago, and I think I left early, I think I did. May have been 20 years ago.
Oh, man.
I was awake, but I think I left early, and he was really good. I'm not a concert guy. I'm not a music guy. I do basketball. Music, they say, what do you listen to? Well, it depends on what station it's on in the car.
Well, you're probably listening to this show because you're...
No.
Oh, you're not listening. You're not.
Never listen to this show. No talk radio, especially this show.
Here you go. John Calipari, Uptown Girl. Sing along, John.
You're sick. That's why people listen to you, because our country is sick. So they listen to you, and they feel good about themselves. It's crazy.
Bo Ryan would have sang along with us.
Oh, yeah, Bo Ryan
He would have. He would have sang. Tom Crean would have sang.
They foul on every possession. That's what I know.
Oh, man.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, there's your headline.
There's friend. Come on.
Oh, have a good weekend, Coach.
All right, guys.
Thank you, bud. How long would we last in the same room if it was just us two?